Hello guys, it's your boy back here again. Today I'm going to be showing you all of my Transformers. Now I'm going to tell you now that none of these transform. I couldn't care less about transforming figures. I mean, that some of them are cool, but most of the time some of the modes look terrible and they fall apart, and I'm going for functionality and looks. So I'm going to be starting off with kind of a random small transformer. This one isn't actually from any movies, but a comic, specifically from More Than Meets the Eye. This guy is Pipes. He's not a very special character, but I think he's cool. So I decided to make him very simple design, wheels on the knees and the shoulders, and I guess these are the pipes. That's why he's Pipes. Very simple, nothing much here, just blue and white, simple colors. I think I did pretty well, and it looks pretty accurate compared to the cartoon, or not the cartoon, the comic model. So the next couple of Transformers I have are from the Michael Bay Transformers. First, we got Optimus Prime, and I'm pretty proud of this. I think I did really well on some of the details. You know, these little lights here, and the tanks on his back. So I think I did pretty good on this guy. I don't know. I'm just really proud of him. I've got his gun, which he has more weapons, but specifically this one's from Dark of the Moon and Age of Extinction, and he can hold it. He was holding it in the beginning of the video. So I think I did. I think I did pretty good on this guy. I don't know. I like his feet too. They're nice looking. Little tires on the side. I'm just rambling now. I think I did pretty good on this guy. The next Transformer I have is Starscream, one of my favorite characters. I actually really like this. I think his arms look a little weird. I don't know if they're too low or something, or they're too beefy for Starscream, because he's a pretty skinny dude, other than his body, which is just a triangle. I got his Gatling gun. Oh, just broke. His Gatling gun here, and his jet engines on the back, little tiny engines, and his big flaps. I like his eyebrow that I gave him. Now the only thing is this guy isn't even that heavy, but I use ball joints to hold his legs, and they're a little weak sometimes. And of course, I did actually use the extender tightener joint thing, but it makes his thighs or his legs really wide out, spread out from the body, so I don't use those. So his legs aren't that wobbly, but this guy did fall off my shelf and bring two other ones with him, so that kind of sucked. This guy does have a few weapons to trade out his hand. I got his saw blade, yeah, like that. Just a big gear. And I got his missiles, pretty much his main weapon that he uses, so I think I like this guy. His chest has a lot of parts that fall off just because of some of the pieces I used. But yeah, that is Starscream. The next few Transformers are going to be from the Bumblebee movie, my favorite Transformers movie. This guy, he's very small. He's a little bit... actually, I think Squeaks... I think the only reason why he's the same height as Squeaks is his giant head. Yeah, that's... Other than the shoulders, is pretty much the same height. I like his head, but he kind of looks evil just because of the way I made his eyes. It goes along with all the other ones, but the other ones are appropriate because they're Decepticons, and Optimus Prime, it's just Optimus Prime, but Bumblebee's supposed to be the light and bright, jumpy character, but he looks evil now. Got the little recorder there. Very simple. Got the wheels and the calves, and these don't really look like doors, but... and I did make this guy a few weapons. Just a few little tiny ones. You take his hand off, and you could put his cannon thing that he uses in the movie. And I got his little blade weapon, which he only uses like once, but it's in the movie, so I have to include it. And very small character. That's. I really do like this design, though. I do like this design for Bumblebee, especially his like giant feet, boots, things. And that is my Bumblebee. The next Decepticon that I have is Shatter. I don't know how to feel about this. I think the upper body looks good, but I don't know. I don't know where I went wrong. The knees are a little weak. I don't know where I went wrong with this character. I think the arms are a little too stubby. No, the legs just look a little weird. But this is Shatter. This is the version of her where she was just a car. She only turned into a car, which she only had car bits. So there's just not much to her. She just blank back. Yeah, more lights, just lights and lights, and a little antenna. I think her face looks pretty good. I don't know. And that is, and I was about to say that was it. I actually did make a version of her where she has her jet bits. And this is what she looked like throughout most of the movie. She has big jet engines and jet wings on her shoulders. And I did give her cannon that I made for her. She used this actually quite a lot in the movie. So yeah, that is Shatter. And this is Dropkick, my favorite Decepticon ever. I think I did really good on this guy. I mean, I don't get most of the little tiny details, but I get most of the big details. And obviously this is the version of Dropkick when he's just a car. Got his giant door wings, nothing on the back. Got like the tail lights on his knee right there. More lights right here. And, oh, he looks evil. His head just came off. Okay, that's Dropkick. And this is the version of Dropkick with all of the helicopter bits. And I actually love this design for Dropkick. And I think I made it really well. Nothing changed on the legs and the arms. It's mainly just the back. This giant propeller thing and this thing, and that's the front of the cockpit. And these little things that jut out from the side of this guy. And I got his cannon, his popper. So, yeah, that is Dropkick in his helicopter and car form. I think I did really well on this guy. Nope, I almost forgot. He has a little knife. He only used it to kill Cliff Jumper. But, yep, it was in the movie, so I hadn't made it. And this is Blitzwing, my second favorite Decepticon, at least in the Bumblebee movie. I love this. I think his head is a little too big. I do like the way I designed his head, but I think it's too big. Got a bunch of fins, similar arm design to Shatter with big shoulders, and that's separated from the rest of the arm joints. Boosters on the side of the legs with the landing gear on the feet. Giant wings, little boosters down here, and they go up through there. This guy is actually heavy. I mean, I could see why his giant wings make him heavy, but this guy is way heavier than Starscream, which is why you could see his legs are very weak. So, yeah, his giant cockpit right in the front. Little intakes right there. His giant claws, his big meaty claws. And I did make this guy's weapons. First weapon I made for this dude is his cannon thing. It has like 3 barrels. Only uses it a couple times and pretty much fails most of the time, but pretty cool weapon. And of course, how could I forget his, I'm not sure what it's called, but it's a big spiky thing, and uses it to take Bumblebee's voice out. So, very big spiky thing. I think it's a little bigger than it should be, but yeah, it's big and spiky. So I hope you guys like this video. I'm sorry if I sound a little tired. I'm making this video quite late at night. My next video should be on a bunch of random, mainly mechs and, like my Doom Guy version 2 and Jack O'Bonnie and my Megamind mech, Igor from Iron Man, the Hulkbuster. These are all custom, by the way. They're not like sets or anything. And my amp suit from Avatar. So, yeah. See you guys then.